totally forgot to put the right audio track on my stream. Fuck. There we go. Now you can hear things. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Steins Gate playthrough. Hello, Porky. Sexy boy. I don't know what you're talking about. Nesmi's right there. That's the sexy boy here. Yeah. Wait, I accidentally streamed my Discord. What am I doing? What am I doing? So many things going wrong.
You do be tired.
Oh, dude, I'm so out of it right now. Steins Gate. I thought this was Fate, that's why. And for Fate, I do window capture instead of game capture. There we go. That's what I want. And then make sure that's on there. There we go. I am redhead Sinsun. Yes. Amumu is red hair Sinsun. Without further ado, let's get back into it. I forgot to do multiple things. Wait, I forgot to turn on tits and open stream labels. Holy shit.
Oh no, your tits.
Wait, why isn't stream labels on my computer anymore? Where'd it go?
Not the tits.
See, I know Classy's tired because he didn't yell at me.
Wait, why would I yell at you?
That's the only.
Because I'm using the commands you hate in chat.
Oh, yes. That's me yelling. Turn on your tits. I'm trying to. Hold on. Not cute. Classy is hot. Hi! Oh my god, Ami! Hello! It's been a while. How are you doing? I'm sorry. I had my OBS minimized while I'm trying to do stuff. Hello! We need to play more Valorant at some point. I've been very busy though, but I will find time to play Valorant with you. Yes. Hello. We all need to play Valorant. Okay.
Meow.
I think I'm good to go. Hello, data. The area around Akiba Station teemed with the weekend crowd. And as usual, store clerks in maid outfits were there to hand out flyers to passersby. Well, why are you guys tagging along? Oh, will you ever say, make me say anything in my chat? Already.
I'm hot and bothered by Classy's tits.
Oh no.
Mayushi's never been to Ferris Chan's place. But I've always wanted to visit at least once.
I mean, it's Ferris Stan's home. No way I'm missing this.
It might have been a mistake to take the Ferris stalker along. He's already derailed our journey with his insolent searching for otaku merch. Well, whatever. If Ferris has a problem with it, then we can send him away when we get there. Nothing else matters as long as I get Ferris to search for an IBN 5100. I'd stopped by the shrine just before this, but Lukaku wasn't there. With no other choice, I went to the humble shrine office, pressed the intercom button, and met with Luca's dad. When I try asking him if the IBN 5100 was donated to the shrine, he answers, it certainly was. But after he tries looking for it, he says he can't find it anywhere, and he has no idea where it went. I asked if he lent me the IBN 5100 before, but that event is gone from his memory. What's going on here? It was at the lab just a few days ago, but it has also disappeared from Yanabayashi Shrine. The D-mails definitely have something to do with this. I can only begin to imagine how the past has changed. At any rate, it looks like we'll have to rely on Ferris. Was that Moeka, I believe? I think it was. That was you, right, Anne? For Moeka?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Porky. Love you too, dude. That's gotta be Lab M005. Yuri Moika. Wait, is she still a Lab Mem? My Yuri and Daru don't remember her. There's something I need to ask her. I leave my Yuri and Daru to their following search for Upa stuff and chase after Shining Finger. Stop! The damn truck got in my way. Where did she go? There.
IBN. 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 Gone. Why is it gone? Why can't I find it? Is it really in this town? Don't tell me it's already.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. Forgot to do something. There we go.
Should be here. Has to be. FB said so.
Yuri Moika.
Okabe-kun?
Did you take the IBN 5100 from the lab? I don't want to believe that it was you. You are a fellow lab mem, after all. But you did display an unhealthy attachment to the computer. So, was it you?
Who found an IBN 5100?
I found one, but it's gone missing.
Missing?
Don't worry. I won't report you to the police, as long as you return it, that is. You don't remember, do you? She looks perplexed. It doesn't seem like she's lying. She really doesn't know? If the IBN 5100 had been stolen from the lab, then Moika would be my first suspect. So, it was the D-mail? Or perhaps it was the work of CERN. I'm sorry, Finger. I suspected you. A lab mem. A comrade. But there's one thing I want you to know. In my long years running from the organization, I've grown unable to trust anyone. Once I start to suspect, everyone looks suspicious. No matter how many comrades gather around me, I always feel alone. Pitiful, aren't I? My words didn't elegate so much as a glance from Moeka as she walked away. At least pretend to pay attention. So Moeka doesn't know I had an IBN 5100. And judging by her responses, she hasn't found one either.
I've been thinking. Moeka-san sure is pretty, isn't she? She's got a nice figure, and she's tall, too. She'd look great in one of my costumes.
What? You've met Moeka before?
Sure I have.
When?
When you brought her to the lab.
I did? Daru, do you remember her?
Sure, we met at the lab.
After Moeka sent her D-mail, Mayuri, Daru, and Kirisu behaved as if they'd never met her before. But now both Mayuri and Daru know her? Does that mean Moeka's past was reconstructed again? Given the timing, it has to be Lukako's D-mail that did it. How can that be related to the Labmem's knowledge of Moeka? Is this another example of the butterfly effect? The cause doesn't match the effect at all.
Oh, Kyron, we need to get going. Ferris Chan's waiting, remember?
That's true. Let's think about the Moeka issue later. Right now we should look for the address written on the memo pad. She wants the D mail. Let's see what she did there. By the way, Mayuri, what's Ferris's real name?
Whoa, Ocarine, hold on there. First Tan's name is Ferris Nyanyan. She doesn't have any other names.
Face reality, Daru. Ferris Nyanyan is just a professional name.
Ugh, you're the worst. Why do you have to crush my dreams like that, man?
Well, Mayuri, don't you know?
Is it okay for Mayushi to tell you?
It's not like you took a vow of secrecy, right? And besides, we're visiting her home, so we'll find out soon enough.
Oh, I guess you're right. But just promise you'll keep it a secret, okay? Like from the masters who come to May Queen? Okay, Ferris Chan's real name is Akia Rumiho Chin.
Nyan, nyan, nyan. Not listening.
Akiha. The same characters as in Akihabara. Appropriate. New message. It's from the assistant, Kirisu.
While you're out, can you buy me a fork? Because I want my own fork. And get some cup noodles for dinner too. I think there's a brand called Genchan Ramen. Get those.
You already have your own spoon. Why don't you have a fork even though you have a spoon? Are you stupid? That's a good reply. Our destination turns out to be the high-rise apartment building next to UPX.
Wait, seriously? She lives here?
According to the address Ferris gave me, she lives on the top floor. All the way up there. Did we get the wrong address? Don't tell me Ferris-chan is working for the organization. High rise.
Nice delusion, man. The truth is stranger than fiction.
Anyway, let's go in.
When we called the top floor room via the intercom, we're greeted by the voice of an elderly man. Surprisingly, he lets us in immediately once I introduce myself as Hoyin Kyoma. Oh, Nezumi, would you like to be an old man?
Alright. Just a moment, please.
It's probably your one voice line ever for that character.
A real life butler.
Thanks, Kurikinya.
I've never seen her wearing anything other than the usual maid uniform, so it's refreshing to see her in plain clothes. But why does she still have her cat ears on?
Nya, Mayushi and Daru-nyan came too, Nyan.
Ferris-chan, good afternoon. Nyan Nyan.
Sorry, just 1 second. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wait, sorry. Here we go.
Casual first turn. Too cute.
They followed me. If you don't want them here, I'll send them home.
No fur off my book, Nya, off my back, Nya. Everyone's welcome, Nyan.
Wait, you talk like that even in your own home?
What do you mean, Nya?
You gonna play dumb, Akiha Rumiho?
Ferris is Ferris, Nya.
Whatever. Fine. What I really want to know is how you get to live in a luxury apartment in Akiba's best district. There's nothing to suggest that this room is lived in. No dirty clothes, no used dishware, not even a speck of dust. That butler, or maybe even some real maids. If there's a butler, there have to be maids, right? Must be constantly cleaning up. Ferris, just who are you?
Like I said, Ferris is Ferris, Nyan.
Don't play dumb. If you don't explain yourself, I'm leaving.
How arrogant. We're the ones who came here to ask First-hand for a favor, aren't we?
But you must know. This land originally belonged to my family, yeah?
Huh? What did she just say?
Here, Aki Hassan.
Mayuri's exclamation connects the dots in my head. Akiha, you mean you're descended from the hereditary landlords of Akihabara? So she really is a rich girl character.
By the way, Ferris has considerable influence on Akihabara's development, yeah? It was Ferris who convinced the development board to actively promote Moe culture in Akiba, yeah?
Oh, that's amazing.
I've been going through development meetings since I was little, yeah?
So basically, the chaotic changes in Akiba are all a result of this cat girl's whims? What a monster!
Please keep this all a secret, yeah?
Why?
You wanna know, yeah? That's because... Ferris is Ferris, yeah?
Damn you, cat girl! How dare you make a fool of me?
You want all my fans to keep treating me the same as always, yeah?
I'll treat you. I'll treat you at full force.
Mayushi's your fan too. Your main spirit is really amazing.
Mayuri and Daru might have fallen for her charms, but not I. I don't care about any of this! Do not defy me, Ferris Nyan, or I'll paint your expensive wallpaper with blood. You called me to your own home so you could show off your status and try to gain leverage in our negotiations. But it's futile. For you are dealing with the insane mad scientist, Yoyin Kyoma!
What kind of reason is that?
Perfect. Now Ferris will tremble in fear and beg for my forgiveness. Oh no.
Ferris loves Brazilian.
What did she say?
That's my line.
Honestly, Ferris didn't want to talk so much about herself, yeah? Most the cat!
That was a good line.
Cat heard you saying yeah and was like, hey, I want in.
You must have offended the cat.
Obviously.
Okay. Most people, when they learn who I am, stop seeing me as Ferris, yeah? They only see the Akiha name. Ferris and Akiha Rumiho want to be seen as separate persons, yeah?
There's nothing to separate. You are Ferris Nyan, are you not?
Yeah?
For once, I agree with you, Okarin. Whenever she speaks, Nyan Nyan Nyan, and wears her cat ears, she is Berestan.
You're just being overly conscious, Ferris.
I don't know, nya.
I'm serious. To me, you will always be the unbeatable cat-eared maid.
Thanks, Kyoma.
Why is she thanking me? Now then, let's finish off this idle gossip and get back down to business. Ferris, you said there would be a price to pay in exchange for your help acquiring an IBN 5100. What is your price? Do not test the limits of my goodwill. If I unseal my right arm for even an instant, everything will be destroyed, and nothing will remain. Just so you know.
Fine by me, nya. These cat ears have the power to negate all other powers. Nyan nyan. Clear? When Kyoma's power is unleashed, Farish will stop it, nya.
I shouldn't have mentioned my hand to Ferris.
I guess I'll tell you, nya. My price? Is to let me use your time machine, nya.
See. I had a feeling that was it.
I heard what you said at May Queen yesterday. You built a time machine.
Hi, Froppy. How are you? Indeed. We have created the first successful time machine in human history.
CERN was the first.
Yeah, Steins Gate. I've played this version all before, but I haven't played the Elite version, so this is kind of a new experience for me. But don't misunderstand. We call it a time machine, but it's not the kind you can hop into and fly to wherever you want. Or whenever you want. All we can do is send a 36-byte email to someone's phone in the past. What's the difference between this and the original? This uses like the anime art and stuff like that. Plus it has some like original visuals made for it. So it's basically like we're reading the anime, if that makes sense. But even that is worthy of a Nobel Prize in physics. It's a transcendental super invention that will alter the course of human history forever.
Send an email to someone in the past? That's awesome! Ferris wants to use it, nya.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all the different endings in like the actual anime style. That's what I'm really hyped for. The time machine is our lab's greatest secret. If you want to use it, then you must become a lab mem.
What's that, nya?
It means you get to be part of our club. Mayushi would be super happy if Ferris-chan became a lab man.
Same here. That would be alright. Please join. I'm begging here.
How do I become a lab mem, nya?
There's no contract. We only require you perform the blood oath.
Blood oath?
Ferris Nyanya. If thou dost desire to join the hallowed order of Labmems, then by the code passed down in High Ancient from an age long forgotten, pledge thy flesh, thy bone, thy blood, and thy soul to the grail of heaven, and swear fealty everlasting. This duty fulfilled, the old god shall grant thee thy Labmem number.
Very well, Nya. I shall take the blood oath, Nya.
Very well, Ferris. I invest you as Labmem 007.
Perfect. So now I can use the time machine, Nya?
Indeed. But not a word to anyone. Death to the traitors. That's the law of the lab.
It is?
No. Ocarine made it up just now.
I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Yeah. I've got her wrapped around my finger. What did you expect? She's just a 17-year-old girl. That car girl thinks she's bargaining with me to appease her lust for mankind's dream. The forbidden fruit that is the time machine. But she's dancing to the tune of Hoyin Kyoma. Why did I agree to pay her price, you ask? That should be obvious. Then I twist my lips into a grin. My razor-sharp shark teeth are probably glistening right now. Damn, I wish I had shark teeth. That cat girl shall be our guinea pig. I am a monster? What a terrible thing to say. Not that you're wrong exactly. As planned, we are proceeding to the next phase of the experiment. This is the choice of Steins Gate. El Psi Congru.
Who are you talking to, Nya?
No doubt she heard everything. It's too late, Ferris Nyanyan. You've already taken the blood oath. If you break it, ruin will befall you. There is no escape.
Okay, Nya? So where's the time machine, Nya?
She's certainly in a hurry. The time machine. Its name is the phone wave, name subject to change, by the way. Is in our lab. This time we'll make use of the phone wave name subject to change's original function. In other words, we'll send the D-mail remotely. Curious who should still be in the lab. She is my assistant, so I'll leave the phone wave name subject to changes set up to her. I ask Ferris where she wants the D-mail to go. She says she's sending it to her father 10 years ago. I take down his email address. The destination is April 3rd, 2000. It has to be at 8 AM that day, so we use an online calculator to factor in leap years, resulting in 86,168 hours.
So does that mean it has to keep going for 86,000 seconds? Won't Family-chan get tired?
It doesn't actually have to run the entire duration. Our previous experiments have confirmed that. The mail reaches the past if you send it as soon as the discharge begins. In accordance with the butterfly effect, the remaining seconds should be cancelled out. The experiment never happened. The fact that the D-mail was sent is erased. Leaving behind only the mail and the recipient's phone at least. That's what our experiments have shown so far. I finished my explanation. Now Ferris just needs to decide what she wants to send. Finish writing what you want to send? What did you write? You sure it's something that'll change the past?
Well?
Huh? What happened to our usual confidence?
It's embarrassing, yeah? A trade secret, yeah?
A secret? Nonsense! This is science! Unless we know what you're sending, we can't verify the results.
What's that supposed to mean? No one said anything about science, yeah? I'm using the time machine for myself, not science, yeah.
That's not fair!
You're one to talk.
Daru, you horny fool. Are you siding with Ferris? You call yourself a super hacker? Ferris is keeping her phone hidden from me, and her stare tells me to mind my own business.
Hi, Ren. It's probably something private, so I don't think you should pry.
What? Even my Yuri's on Ferris's side? This is bad. I thought I had Ferris in the palm of my hand. Was I dancing to her tune all along? It's too late for regrets now. Let's just focus on the experiment. That'd be Kirisu.
Hello.
It's me. What's the situation? She hung up on me!
Of course she did. Mayushi and I are the only ones who can deal with your act, you know?
Again!
Hello?
It's Hyoya and Kyoma. Don't hang up.
Oh, it's Okabe. I was sure it was a prank call.
It shows you my number, doesn't it?
You were talking crazy, so I got scared and hung up.
In other words, you fear the insanity of Hyoya and Kyoma. Well, I suppose you can't be blamed for it. She hung up again!
Like I said, we're the only ones who can put up with you.
Let's try that one more. Or once more.
Hello?
This is Okabe Rintaro. Sorry, but could you mess with the phone wave names so that I change settings just a little, please?
Well, why didn't you say so? You're going to use the phone wave. I don't want to anger the guy downstairs, though.
We're about to perform a critical experiment, understand, assistant? Mr. Braun might yell at you, but that's a small sacrifice. That small sacrifice will bring mankind's dream, the time machine, to fruition.
You're really irresponsible. You know that? Well, what should I set it to?
I tell her Ferris' dad's mail address, and I have her set the timer.
Okay, it's ready.
Alright, thanks. Wait a bit. What sort of D-mail could Ferris have written? The look on her face only makes me more curious.
Okabe, if you're not going to send anything, I'm hanging up.
Phone wave needs to change. Activate.
The discharge is starting.
Ferris. Ferris puts her finger on the send button and... As dizziness fades, I exhale slowly and open my eyes. I'm still at Ferris's place.
Okay, card open.
Another virus card.
Not so fast, Nyang.
You took 3 link cards, right? And I got 3 virus cards, right? Mayushi's in trouble.
What are they doing?
We still have a terminal card. We can turn the tables next turn.
It's way too late for that, Nya. Ferris is going to use the terminal card, Virus Checker, Nya. So, which is Mayushi's last virus card, Nya?
Oh.
You're a monster, Ferris-tan.
Hey, could you wait 1, no, 2, or 3 turns, Nya? Please, Nya?
Not even if you try to copycat Ferris, Nya.
Go away.
The only person in the world who keeps his memories after the past changes. Ferris's D-mail worked. And even if I demand that she tell me what she sent, she won't be able to answer, because the very fact that she sent it has been erased. The only trace of the D-mail is in the recipient's phone, namely Ferris's father's phone 10 years ago. Which means I had to figure out what changed the hard way.
Yeah, Ferris-chan is really strong.
Mayushi started out strong, Nya. You have potential, Nyan. But don't think I'll go easy on you just because we're playing for fun, Nya. Besides, I promised Papa that I'd win the next tournament, yeah? I can't lose to anyone before that, Nyan.
Papa?
Papa said that if Ferris won, he'd take the time off of work to congratulate me, Nyan.
You know, we should all go cheer at the finals.
Thanks, Nyan.
Something's not right here. A voice whispers from deep within, deeper than reason. I play the conversation back in my head, and soon realize the source of my discomfort. The Ferris I knew had never been to an official Rhinet tournament. I remember hearing that when I was talking to Daru about John Titor at May Queen plus Nien. Does this mean that Ferris only sent the D-mail so she could enter more Rhinet tournaments? But is that a reason to change the past? Oh, you want to take that again, Destiny?
Excuse me, Rumihal. Do you have a minute?
Papa!
Whoa, first hand's dad. Shouldn't we say hello?
He's the CEO, right? Wow.
New message. From the assistant, Kirisu.
And human. It's been a while since my last Japanese summer, but I don't remember it being this.
Dying. That's not a typo, is it? You're an ad channeler to the core.
Sorry, Nya. Paris has to go out with Papa, Nya.
Okay, I guess we'll see you later then.
But first, Han, what about my match? You promised to give me a hands-on lesson. You know, you really worked me over.
Pretty sure I didn't, Nya.
Of course you didn't. I was just making it up.
Haru-kun, you shouldn't trouble Ferris-chan like that. Okay, let's go back to the lab.
Yeah.
You know, Kyoma's been awfully quiet, Nya. Something wrong, Nya?
Nothing. I was just looking at Akiba. Watching the ignorant masses scurry about in search of momentary secretes from the pain of existence.
That's so Korean for you. Batshit crazy.
Ferris, her dad, and their butler see us off. Her dad tells us to come visit her again. Or visit again. Ferris's dad seems like a cool guy. He's not pompous like you would expect rich people to be. New message. It's from Lukaku.
That pager number guessing game was fun. I'd love to do it again sometime. Afterwards, I asked my mom about it, what it was like when she was young, and she looked so nostalgic. I don't know. Sorry.
You're fine.
I don't know why she sighed so deeply, though. P.S. I did 10 practice swings with Sarimare.
The sun is setting, but there's still a crowd in front of Akiba Station. More foreigners than usual. People come from all over the world to buy electronics and otaku goods in Akiba. But it looks like the satellite is attracting some as well. Man, it's hot. Ferris's air-conditioned apartment was a little slice of heaven. I'd love air conditioning in the lab, but we don't have that kind of money. Anyway, how about some food? I stopped to ask Mayuri, but...
Mayushi was thinking about stopping by Nakano Broadway before going home.
What business do you have in Nakano?
Well, Asaro Soren Dojinshi came out yesterday.
Dojinshi.
Wow, what's that?
Fan-created manga. Not always in the adult nature. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah. Porn?
No, but the illustrator is Kogo Yusan. Mayoshi thinks it's finally time to get serious about costumes again.
Koga Yui. She was the character designer for last year's Gunbam.
Gun Bam. Mobile Jacket Gun Bam. Robot anime. I see. Uh-huh. Fictional.
Yep.
Buy me one too.
Okie dokie.
What are you guys talking about? If you want dojinshi, why not go to, Tora Nora Ora? It's right over there.
There where?
You know, there. Right over... I follow my pointing finger. Tora Norana isn't there. What? Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I look around me, but it's nowhere to be found. And what's more, I can't find Animate either. It's supposed to be right next to Tora Norana. Instead, I see electronic stores. Dachi Kaiden and T21 Minami. Ooh. Where the hell did Tora Norana and Anime go?
Have you lost it, man?
Huh?
Any torrent. No one else or animates in Akiba. That's why Mayoshi's going to Nakano to buy Dojinshi.
What do you mean there aren't any? They were here, they were there yesterday, weren't they? What about earlier today? I wasn't really paying attention on the way to Ferris's apartment, but I'm pretty sure they were still there.
There are no moe stores in Akiba, man. You know that. The holy land of moe is Nakano.
But Akiba is the holy land of Moe. The whole world knows that.
Has the heat finally gone to your head, Ocarine? Akiba is the electric town. If you opened a moe store here, the electronics otaku would riot.
This conversation doesn't make any sense. This feeling again. I carefully survey the scenery in front of me one more time. I finally understand. It's hard to believe, but I must face the truth. It still doesn't seem real to me. My legs start moving against my will. Chaos has forsaken this place. Every last store that sold anime, eroj, or moe goods has disappeared from Akiba. In a final desperation to attempt to deny reality, I run to the one place I know I can depend on. May Queen plus Nien. The Maid Cafe where Mayuri and Ferris work, and which Daru and I frequent. Whoa, Maid Cafe. Yes. Well. But upon arriving at the storefront, I'm forced to my knees in abject defeat. It's gone. It's all gone. It's not just the moe stores, even the maid cafes have disappeared. And not only Maid Queen, an uncountable number of maid cafes and cosplay service establishments seem to have vanished in the blink of an eye. Mayuri, you work at Maid Queen, don't you?
Queen, what's that? A potato?
Maid Queen plus Nyan!
Mayushi works at Lemoyne, remember?
Limyon? Is that a maid cafe?
It's just a normal coffee shop.
Is there even a single maid cafe in Akiba?
No, man. The people here hate moe businesses. Nobody would go.
It's clear now. This has to be the result of Ferris's D-mail. The butterfly effect is at it again. Ferris said she had influence over Akiba's development board. They adopted her plan and embraced the moe industry. But by sending a D-mail in 2000, she negated that, either directly or indirectly. Shifting the world line to one where moe culture has no place in Akiba. That has to be it. To think that a single mail could rewrite 10 years of a town's history. Is it okay to change history on a whim like this? I almost feel guilty about it, but since I'm the only one who remembers the original Akiba, nobody can blame me. It's not like I can change it back. But still, what in the world did Ferris's D-mail say? The next morning I go for a stroll through the streets of Akiba. The few electronic stores that I used to frequent are still here. In fact, they've multiplied. The maids and young female otaku had disappeared, but the hobbyist essence of the town is unchanged. I admit, it's a relief. Yesterday I heard from Mayuri how we met Ferris on this world line. I was wondering since May Queen no longer exists. It was a small Rhinet tournament at a toy store in Ikebukuro. We went to cheer on Daru and he dropped out because of a stomachache, so Mayuri and I ended up taking his place. Our opponent was Ferris. That was the beginning of their beautiful friendship. Head back to the lab. It's Sunday! Oban weekend! What are you doing here, lab girls? Oban? Japanese holiday during which people return to their hometowns to their parents. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting.
Pardon the intrusion, Okabe-san.
And?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, the cable fell out.
It's okay.
Good morning, Okairan.
What are you doing?
Yesterday, I went to Nakano to buy Dojishin. Remember? While I was there, I found a photo album of a super cute cosplayer. So I splurged on it.
That's certainly a very Mayuri move.
Luca-chan. This is a costume of Sedona from Bloodtoon. It's so detailed and cute.
Bloodtoon. Popular TV anime based on a manga. Understandable.
It is.
I see. She's showing it to Lukaku as part of his re-education. Hi, Retro. It's going good. How are you? To think that he was so reluctant to get involved in cosplay. Looks like Mayuri's persistence has paid off.
Take a look, Chris-chan. It's amazing.
I'm okay.
Wow, look at these swimsuits. So much skin. She's got a great figure. Like a gravure idol.
Must be nice.
Nice. The swimsuits?
I don't have that great a figure.
Don't worry, Luca-chan. I'm sure you'll make our big friends breathe hard.
Good to hear, Retro. Hey now, Mayuri. What are you saying? It's like you're referring to Daru with that remark.
And plenty of people like flat chest. So even if you don't have breasts, you should still have confidence in yourself.
I know how you feel, assistant.
I know, what's coming, Mizover? Let's all go on a trip to the beach. Mayushi's been making costumes all summer. I haven't had time to play at all. What do you think, guys? A Labman beach trip.
All of the Labmans? I can't go. I have to go back to America soon, and I haven't even started packing yet.
Yes, I can see you're in a rush. I bet you don't even have time to lounge around and read.
Fine, I'll be blunt. There's no way I'm swimming with two perverts like you. If it's just the girl members, I'd happily go.
Be honest, Christina. You just don't want to see the Mongolian spot on your butt. You want me to see the Mongolian spot? Birthmark commonly found in Asian children.
I don't have a Mongolian spot.
Anyway, if it's just the girl members, then doesn't that rule out Lukaku?
What's that supposed to mean?
Didn't we tell you earlier? Lukaku is a bona fide guy. My declaration of the truth.
Oh?
Freezes the air instantly. Huh?
You're the worst. Where do you get off calling her a guy?
Oh, Kyron, that's a terrible thing to say.
Is he crying? Kiryu's staring daggers at me. Christina, I understand your desire to deny the truth. It's difficult to imagine a guy could ever be so cute. But...
Okabe. If you want to give me a stupid nickname, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but... What you said just now is below the belt. I didn't take you for the kind of guy who thinks it's funny to hurt people's feelings, but I guess I was wrong. You're a real jerk, Okabe.
Huh? What did I do to deserve this tongue lashing?
Apologize. Apologize to Urishibara-san right now.
Wait a second. I don't have to apologize for anything. I just said the truth. Aw.
It's okay.
Is he crying?
So, that's how Okabe-san sees me.
No. That's not how I see you, Lukaku. You're a guy, remember? Are you denying reality too?
You're the one who's denying reality.
Chan's a girl, Okairin. You're terrible.
Mayuri, when did you start calling Luka-chan instead of Luka-kun?
Cut it out already, Okabe. She's a girl.
Huh? What's going on here? Is this some kind of prank?
I'm going home.
Hold it, Lukaku! You can't fool me! You're as much as a man as I am, and I know how to prove it. Oh no.
No!
Oh?
You.
What? Why? No, not again! Okay, you fucking...
For safety purposes, I think we need a binder every time we
I come to Steins Gate for...
No. Okabe-san, please. Stop.
No way. Lukaku, you... The D-mail that I thought had failed was actually a success. No shit.
Are we gonna make... So we're making a canon in this world. Eating more vegetables when you're pregnant makes you...
Yeah, it's canon now.
What?
Don't come. You're a girl?
That's what we've been saying!
A half second later, a piercing jolt of pain rang through my head. Stars explode all around me. It feels as if I'm being welcomed to the gates of heaven. As punishment, I spend the next 30 minutes on my knees under Kurizu's watchful eye. If I slouch for a second, I get the corner of her book. Anyway, I flee the lab as soon as my punishment is over. The silent pressure from the girls is just too much to bear. My legs are so numb from kneeling, I can barely stand up straight.
What's up? Why are you so wobbly?
It's a new exercise.
Huh? Never heard of it.
When she aimlessly gazes skyward, I follow suit. Huge clouds are slowly swallowing the blue.
Weather for cycling?
Really? But it's so damn hot, how can you exercise on a day like this?
Up for a little cycling?
Seriously? She has to be joking. I am a mad scientist, not a mad cyclist. So why am I doing the pedaling?
It's not me.
Yeah.
Long ago, Aristotle said time is just the measure of motion. So put those pedals in motion.
That doesn't make sense. We barely made it to the station. I'd die if I went for another block. This was a terrible idea. Should have known better. New message. Oh no, it's from Mayuri.
Do you want to be a trap too? There's nothing to be ashamed of. I think cross-playing is wonderful. You have Mayushi's full support.
Oh no. Put that cell phone away.
You know, it's only been 10 days since I arrived in Tokyo.
Huh? I didn't know that. Vacation? No, that can't be right.
I'm hunting for my father.
Did he run away?
I haven't seen him in years, but I know he's in this town.
Oh, but then why are you working downstairs?
Honestly, I don't have a clue where to begin.
Have you talked to the police?
No.
Then shouldn't you? Or you could hire a private investigator or something, if you have the money.
I don't have the resources. And besides, there are issues.
Issues.
I only have one chance. And that chance is tomorrow. I know that tomorrow he might appear in a certain place.
Certain place? It has a rather ominous ring to it.
I miss that chance, then I'll have to leave.
By leave, you mean go back home?
Not exactly. I have a parallel priority engagement. I've already made up my mind. I don't find him tomorrow, I'll give up.
You're worried, aren't you? I understand that feeling. You're alone searching for your father in an unfamiliar town. It can't be easy. You hope that talking to someone would help. That's why you sought out the most reliable person around. Me. Alas, part-time warrior. You have made a grave mistake. For I am the mad scientist. Hyoyin Kyoma! You shall be my next guinea pig.
Guinea pig?
You know what I'm talking about. D-mail. The greatest discovery in the history of science. You shall be the subject of our next experiment.
What are you gonna do?
Do? Simple. I need more data. And I'll do anything to obtain it. You're going to change the past. You can change it however you like, but only I will know the difference. If you think that's cruel, then do as you please. But know that you are already caught on my web. You cannot escape. Fear not. I know exactly what you should write in your D-mail. Listen well. You're gonna send this to your father before he disappeared. Don't abandon your daughter. Mwahahaha!
You're a nice guy. You know that?
What?
I think talking to you really did help.
Are you trying to insult me? I'm not a nice guy. I'm a mad scientist who experiments on women and children. Now tell me your father's email address. If you don't, then I shall unleash my power. The power of my right arm. Once it's unsealed, not even I can control it. You may not survive. Consider yourself warned.
No unleashing arms. Sorry, I can't.
You dare defy me?
I don't know his email address or his phone number.
Oh.
That's why tomorrow's my only chance. Thanks for caring, though.
I don't care. I'm just disappointed I couldn't experiment on you.
Anyway, you can send mail to the past? That's amazing. The first time machine ever.
Huh. Of course it's amazing. I am Hyoyin Kyoma.
Any plans to upgrade it?
Upgrade it?
You know, like sending people to the past or something.
We're working on it. No good ideas yet, though.
And let me give you one word of advice. You should leave Makise Karusu out of it.
What do you have against her anyway?
Well, better get back to the workshop. I only got a 30-minute break. I'll get in trouble if I don't get back soon.
Come to the lab tomorrow, whether you meet your father or not.
Why?
So I can use your grief to power my time machine.
You really are a mad scientist. So evil. If I meet my father, I'll stop by. Then we can do a gun salute.
She laughs happily. Then she starts pedaling, leaving me behind. Hey, wait! Let me on! Hey! I shall now brief you on Operation Eldeheminier. Eldeheminier? I cannot pronounce that word. Norse mythology, cauldron used to cook. Of course, using more Norse mythology. Goddamn. I couldn't get a hold of Moika. Farah said she was too busy. Daru also gave me some crap about not having things to do today. I was prepared for Lukako to refuse my invitation, but since she's here, I guess she's forgiven me. For now, at least. I want you guys to get ready for our party. I've already explained to the lab mems what Suzuha told me yesterday.
And what are you going to do?
Me? I'm gonna follow that part-time warrior and report back as the situation changes.
Don't you dare. Let her be alone with her father.
You shouldn't be so quick to reject my plans, Christina. You don't understand the intricacies of the human psyche. Now that you rejected my plan, there's no way I'm going through with it. You have underestimated my pride.
Get over yourself.
Besides, Christina, you and she are enemies, are you not? You protect her from me while plotting her demise. That makes you a hypocrite.
You just don't have standards, that's all.
She's right. I don't think you should bother her, Okairan. No matter what happens, we need to give her a warm welcome. I'll do anything to help make this party super special.
Actually, I haven't met this Suzuha-san.
Suzu sounds really nice. I'm sure you'll get along with her too.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm going to Taylor now. You guys?
No, get it through your thick skull.
Damn it, assistant. How dare you give me orders? In the end, I can't get permission to tail Suzuha. I've got mail. What the hell? What's going on here? I immediately look around the room. A feeling of dread washes over me. I cautiously open the attached image. Red jelly? Why jelly? And they're watching me? Why? Is this a prank? Spam mail? I didn't know what to make of it, but my skin was covered in goosebumps. Mayuri sitting next to me gave me a puzzled look. Not the jelly man.
The jelly men are here.
Anyway, time to get my head in the game. We must prepare for the Last Supper. Operation Eldahimnir. The Last Supper refers to our party for Suzuha. In the event she reunites with her father, we'll just celebrate normally. In other words, it'll be her last supper in Tokyo.
Huh? Over there, isn't that...
Found you, Daru!
Huh?
Why didn't you respond to my summons? Oh, she pronounced the H. Oh, okay, thank you, Tara.
Like I said, I've got something to do.
Which is...
An offline meet.
inexcusable.
Wait, just listen a sec.
Your offline meet, or a party with food handmade, or a party with food handmade by our very own lab ma'am girls. Choose one.
Handmade by girls? One question. Will Ferris Tan be there?
Naturally. Ferris is a lab ma'am too. Jaeger! Hello! How are you? It's been a while. Hope everything went well with your basic training, dude. You love Steins Gate 2? Me too!
Damn it! Why did they have to be on the same day? Can't you wait until tomorrow?
I'm happy to hear you survived.
Okay, survival.
What will it be? The time to choose is now.
I want to eat Ferris Tan's home cooking.
Here's Jaeger vibrates an attack on sight. That'll slowly kick my ass. You got this, dude. You got this. You made it through the first half. You can make it. I believe in you. It's good to see you, though. If you give up the offline meet, then that settles it.
I give up. I give up on the offline meet.
When we return to the lab, Mayuri and Lukaku are already starting preparations. Yeah, hopefully that new, we were here, we were there, whatever the name of the game was, hopefully the new one comes out so we can play that again sometime. I think it's still waiting to come out.
Huh? Darukun's here too?
What about Ferris Tan? Where is she?
You've been tricked.
Ferris-chan said she couldn't come.
Wait, seriously? Okarin? What's going on here? This isn't funny, man.
Yeah, it probably won't be out for a while, Jaeger, so no worries. You got time. Don't worry. I'll make sure she comes to the next one.
You've got to be kidding me. I was looking forward to that time machine meet.
Time machine meet? What's that?
It's an offline meet for the sci-fi BBS I post on.
Has it ever released it yet, Jaeger? Do you know?
Some famous writers are going to be there. I won't forgive you, Okarin. Ever.
What? Why didn't you say so? I would have gone too! Suddenly, I smell something strange. Does anyone smell that?
Smell what?
Is that Lukaku?
I think.
I couldn't tell.
I think so, yeah.
Sorry. That's probably the smell of Mayuri's cooking.
What? This is the smell of food?
I'll help too.
Sounds good, Jaeger.
Okay, then Warm these eggs, please. Should I use the phone wave? No! If you put raw eggs in a microwave, they'll explode. We took the door off. It should be fine, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, June 2022. Got it. Oh no.
Chop, choppity chop, chop.
Who gave this child knives?
Mayuri-chan, don't hold your knife like that.
What the hell is going on here? Maybe we should help too. Or at least kick them out of the kitchen.
Won't it end up the same either way?
I'm getting dizzy. This isn't the future I was hoping for.
You're telling me I'll never forget this, Ocarine. Never.
I'm sorry. Truly. But please, Daru, stay with me to the end.
I'll order pizza as insurance.
It's me. Looks like the evil one is free. You haven't heard from me in an hour. Tell my parents I love them.
Ocarine, that's a death flag.
Death flag. My character triggers a death flag. It does not mean the foreshadows their death. Is this the choice of Steins Gate? Oh, sight. Kangaroo. She's late. The food lined up on the table, none of it looking particularly appetizing, has already grown cold. It's getting late. The high school girls will need to head back soon. Was Suzuha able to meet her father? If so, they might have a lot to talk about. Unless... What if it didn't go well? Maybe that's why I haven't heard anything from her. Either way, I told her to stop by, but... we have no choice. This operation is cancelled. I should dismiss everyone. After sending everybody home, I waited on the bench in front of the Vtube workshop, hoping that Suzuha might show up. Does that mean she didn't meet her father? And now she plans leaving town. Now she plans to leave town alone. Ninja vanish. Hyoin Kyoma will never accept that. She will be my guinea pig whether she likes it or not. I don't know where Suzuha is. Where is she? Perhaps it's just leave her be. It's not like we're that close after all.
Hey, you know that? I think talking to you really did help.
But Suzuha is all alone in this town. What if I was the one, what if I was the only one she could talk to about her father? I know she's hurting. She needs my help. Shouldn't I do everything in my power? That's right. I should send myself a D-mail to tell the me from this afternoon to follow Suzuha at all costs. But that would just change the past even further. Could I really do that? Please, I am the insane mad scientist Hyoin Kyoma. Such petty concerns are beneath me. Mwahahaha! The next day there isn't a cloud in the sky. It's hard to believe it rained all night. She doesn't know who she's dealing with. She's but a pawn in my game, destined to fight for me at Ragnarok. The destination to my phone is my phone. Yesterday around 4 p.m. Discharge phenomenon occurs as normal. Squinting against the glare, I send the mail. That was the sensation of reading Steiner activating. And so I know, Suzuha's ours. Step outside to look out to the front of the building. What belongs there has returned. Good morning, part-time warrior. And I don't think your mic went through. Yeah, good. Slacking off?
Like anyone's gonna come. And besides, I was up all night partying. I'm really tired.
You were partying? With who?
Were you drinking Akabe Rentaro? Big no-no, you're only 18.
We have shifted from a world line where we failed to stop Suzuha from leaving to one where we succeeded. As a result, the events yesterday changed. You couldn't find your father, so we held the Last Supper to make you a test subject. Correct?
Yeah, I remember you saying something like that. Thanks for all your help yesterday.
My memory's a bit fuzzy. Remind me again how we captured you.
Wait, were you really drinking last night?
Just tell me.
Well, I was on my way home from the time machine meet when...
Whoa! Wait a second. Time machine meet?
Yep.
That's the same offline meet that Dara was going to. Was that where your father was supposed to appear?
I said so yesterday, didn't I?
So, you were going home, and then...
You, Hashida Taru, and Shina Mayuri appeared out of nowhere. You brought me to the lab, and we partied all night long.
So my pursuit of Suzuha was a resounding success.
Yesterday sure was fun. It would have been more fun if not for Rakase Hirisu. The apple pie she made was deadly. Shibara Luca's curry was awesome. The lab seems kind of like a clubhouse. It's nice. Everyone gets along, and you're always smiling. I've never had so much fun in my life.
She wasn't making it up, as a video saved on my phone could attest. While I have no memory of doing so, I must have shot it last night. Part-time warrior. As promised, you are now my test subject.
I already told you, I don't know his email address.
Then we'll have to postpone the experiment until you find out. By the way, the phone wave names for the changes used in the experiments are labs. Used in the experiment is our lab's greatest secret. You must become a lab mem to guarantee your silence.
Mem?
Short for laboratory member. When you become a lab mem, you become one of us.
And I really join?
You don't have a choice in the matter. From this day forth, you are Lab Mem 008.
I guess I don't have a choice, huh? I'm all yours.
You're not going to leave?
Yep, maybe there's still a chance to find my dad.
You're a lab mem now. If there's anything we can do, you only need to ask. By the way, do you have any leads?
My father calls himself Titor.
Wait, Tighter? As in that Tighter?
You know about him? He might be using a different codename, though.
I don't know about him. He's been active on @channel for the past several weeks. This solves the puzzle. Your father is on @channel. Look, there's someone posting under the name John Tighter.
It's not John. The name my father used was... Beryl.
Ooh. Chapter 5. I open my eyes to a deep scarlet sky. The sky is vast and the color is ominous. I've never seen it like this before. Where am I? Why am I here? I don't understand. I'm thirsty. It hurts to breathe. This void is no place for a human. Who am I? I can barely recall. My soul is melting into the void. Is someone there? Anyone? Something moves on the corner of my eye.
Do you look green?
A pleasant voice silences the buzzing in my ears. I see a girl. She's sitting on a nearby rock.
This is the Earth, you know. 70 million years ago. Some scary people sent you here in a time machine.
This is a dream, right?
Mayushi went looking for you and found occurrence from many, many world lines. Running of many ocarines and also the original. Mayushi is one of the many Mayushis and also the original. And now, Ocarina and Mayushi are going to die here.
This is a dream, right, Mayuri?
Another Ocarina and Mayushi will pick up where we left off, 70 million years in the future. So everything's A-okay.
This is a dream! And was that in the anime? I don't remember that in the anime at all. That was fucking cool. Yeah. It was a dream. What a horrible nightmare. I guess that threatening email I got was still weighing on my mind. Still, Mayuri had to save me? Even in a dream, that's unacceptable. Besides, Mayuri's not smart enough to talk about time travel like that. I sit up and look around the room. Mayuri's watching a Rainek Kakaru DVD.
I wish I had an Upa.
Look at her sitting there all spaced out. Mayuri needs my protection. I chug a Dr. P and check my phone. No new emails. I sent Taiter a mail several hours ago just to make sure he really isn't Suzuha's father. He hasn't replied yet. It's about Suzuha, of course, but he has yet to reply. Obviously, Daro and the others don't know I changed the past. Instead, they remember partying with Suzuha all night long. It was strange listening to them talk happily about an event I attended, but do not remember. Wait, is my phone ringing? One look at the name makes me want to groan. My instincts tell me not to pick up. This is Hoyin Kyoma. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Ferris, yeah?
Oh, it's you, Akiha Rumio.
Yeah? Who's that, yeah?
Huh? I could have sworn her real name was Akiha Rumio. Don't tell me. Could the Gmail have changed that too?
Ferris. Ferris is Ferris, yeah? I don't have any other names, yeah?
Yeah, right. Your true name is Ferris. My apologies. Of course she's just being her usual self. Well, what is it?
You've been too conspicuous, yeah? The cat's out of the bag, and now you're trapped, yeah?
Huh?
The four Guardian Kings have awakened, yeah? There's no escape, yeah?
Is that so? If you think the four Guardian Kings can stop me, just wait and see. Akiba will be drowning in blood before nightfall. After the four Guardian... Oh, that's you, sorry.
After the four Guardian Kings are the four Guardian Queens, yeah? After that, it's the 8 Devils, and then the Black Angel 12, yeah?
That many? What's going on in this town?
You've really stirred up the hornet's nest, yeah? I'm sorry, Kyoma, but this is checkmate, yeah?
No, it's not over yet. I can just acquire the item. I can turn back the tide. Have you still not located an IBN 5100?
Sorry, Nya. I have agents looking all over the world, but still no luck, Nya.
Please hurry. I'm running out of time.
Okay, Nya. I'll tell you as soon as I find one, Kyoma. Until then, hold on to your 9 lives, Nya.
Yeah, I can't die yet. El Sai Ko. Damn it, that's why I hate talking to Ferris. This time around, my search for an IBN 5100 is going poorly. Actually, I suppose I should consider myself lucky for having found one so easily the first time. I mean, the IBN 5100 is practically an urban legend. There are people like Moeka who spent months searching with no success. Last time it barely took me 3 days to reach Yanabiyashi Shrine. Almost as if something was guiding me there. It was fate. No. It was the choice of Steins Gate. That's why its loss is so painful.
I guess that's why they call it the Phantom PC. I read on Ad Channel that some collectors will pay millions of yen to buy one. IBN 5100s are serious business, man.
They have that high of a premium. Then people must know their secret. They're after the data in CERN's mainframe.
I don't get it. How come they're so expensive? I mean, I guess they were pretty expensive to begin with. Looks like one cost about $20,000 back in the day.
$20,000. That is expensive.
Anyway, I can't believe it's so hard to find one. Sure, it was a nice machine for its time, but only for its time. You'd have to be crazy to want one now. Maybe it's one guy buying them all up.
The harder something is to obtain, the stronger the desire for it becomes. That's how people are. And that's exactly how I feel now. It's not just about plunging the world into chaos anymore. We need the power to oppose CERN's evil ambitions. And then there's that threatening email to consider. We're way out of our league here. That's why we need a trump card to hold against them.
Whoa! What's this?
What's wrong?
But there's no way that's right.
What are you talking about? Explain.
Well, I'm pulling data off the server, looking for a way to gain root access. And these files are downloading crazy fast. I mean, we're talking light speed here. It's hard to believe, but for some reason, this area has a direct fiber optic line to CERN. Several lines even.
Direct? What do you mean?
I mean, there's literally a fiber optic cable running from underneath this building to CERN's headquarters in France.
Is that strange?
Yeah. Have a look. This is the route we used to visit the National Assembly of France's site. It starts from our IP address. From there, it passes through various relays in Japan, jumps to France, then bounces around there for a little while before finally reaching the National Assembly site. It takes 16 steps total to get there. The average transfer rate is about 300 milliseconds. That's normal for an overseas connection. In other words, there's a route we have to take to get to France from Japan. Everyone takes the same route. Other countries are the same. Even browsing domestically takes about 10 steps. No, let's try CERN.
It's only one step.
And the transfer rate is hundreds of times better than usual. Crazy fast. You can't even get these numbers domestically, man.
Compared to the also France-based National Assembly website earlier, the difference was staggering. Why do we have a direct line? Is that even possible?
It was like this when we found it. I didn't do anything.
So the building already has a hotline to CERN? This can't be a coincidence. It might just be the choice of Stein.
It doesn't make sense. Why would there be an independent line running from here all the way to CERN? No Japanese or French telecommunication company would set up something like this. Which means...
CERN did it themselves. CERN might be able to see everything we're doing. No, maybe. Maybe CERN has been expecting us for years. How could that be? The answer is simple. John Titor claims to have come from the 2036, a dystopian world that's been under CERN's rule for 2 years. Meaning that CERN completed their time machine in 2034. Maybe the CERN of 2034 considers our opposition in 2010 a threat. Maybe they used their time machine to travel to 2000 and install a fiber optic cable to track our every move. It's entirely possible. Has the invention of the time machine started an intertemporal war? If so, what can we do?
But thanks to this direct line, we can now control the LHC remotely.
You figured out how?
Wow, that's amazing, Daru-kun.
With a connection this fast, we can control the LHC practically in real time. I haven't actually tried it yet, though.
That's right. Even if this is some kind of CERN trap, we might be able to make use of it. They're still vulnerable to our attack.
HC is that 20-kilometer long tunnel thing, right? What does it do again?
It accelerates protons and smashes them together.
Oh yeah, mini black holes, right?
The official line is that mini black holes might manifest as a byproduct of particle collision, but that's not the truth.
According to the top secret documents we found, the LHC was intended to create black holes from the very beginning. But we still don't know exactly how they do it. I agree. Oh, that's a long one. Go for a part-time warrior.
It's easy to pretend to be someone you're not. Ultimately, however, there's no escaping the contradictions between your false self and the real you. It's a paradox, and paradoxes can't hold. I tried to tell myself that I didn't need anyone, that forming bonds would only hurt, but somehow I ended up joining your circle of friends. I still don't know if it was for the best. No, I'm sure it was. Without you, I would have given up on ever finding my dad. I don't know why I wrote all this. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thanks.
Are you sharing confessions now? Be careful to whom you expose your innermost feelings. They may use they may use them against you.
Okabe.
Kirisu suddenly emerges from the development room. She was cooped up in there all morning. What's wrong?
I figured it out.
Figured what out?
I think I know how the phone wave works.
Really?
Keep in mind that this is just a hypothesis based on what I've observed. It's closely related to what you guys were talking about, the LHC.
I believe it was you, Christina, who called the LHC the world's largest microwave.
Exactly. My hunch was right. You've created a monster, Okabe.
Monster?
It doesn't belong in some amateur lab. And before you take that as an endorsement of your abilities, I mean it in a bad way.
I pushed the IBN 5100 and our direct connection to CERN from my mind to give Kirisu my undivided attention. Give me details.
Did you know that the microwave oven was invented as a byproduct of radar research?
Dara and I nod. Mayuri shakes her head.
Microwaves are the electromagnetic waves with a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. The phone wave is a commercial grade, so its output is around 1500 to 2000 watts. Here's the important part.
Kirisu goes on to explain that the electromagnetic waves output by the microwave are somehow connected to the electromagnetic waves output by the phone. In fact, you could say they fuse together. According to Daru's blueprints, the microwave and the phone are made to send out shared electromagnetic waves by taking their leads and hardwiring each of them to the magnetron's cathode and anode. Magnetron. Type of vacuum tube. Okay.
Both devices use electromagnetic waves. I'm not a specialist, though, so I can't examine the extent or magnitude of the influence that fusion has. But, hypothetically, if the cell phone were to become a stepping stone, scattering the military-grade electromagnetic waves over a vast range of hundreds of kilometers, then not just Akihabara, but all of Tokyo would turn into the hands of a microwave oven.
So the Pokemon Magneton is actually a microwave component? I guess.
Taking into account slight variance due to body weight, the average time until death for the people inside would be 3 minutes.
Eh?
Seriously? Then the phone wave's a weapon of mass destruction, isn't it?
Is it really that powerful?
Let me tell you what happens inside the phone wave. The air inside the oven is full of invisible hydrogen atoms. First, it bombards the atoms with microwaves to increase their energy potential. This is the normal function of a microwave oven. But when you add the electromagnetic waves from the phone, the harmonics trigger a chain reaction. The particles collide repeatedly at near light speed, gaining mass and energy each time. In other words, it becomes a sort of particle accelerator.
A particle accelerator? It's literally the same as the LHC. So, if the LHC was created to generate mini black holes, then the phone wave nature to change might also produce mini black holes? Kirisu doesn't deny it.
It's a miracle that thing has been so stable.
ただまだわからない点があって
But there's still one thing I don't understand.
ミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもそれは
Even if it does produce many black holes, they should evaporate instantly.
This shit do go crazy. It go crazy as fuck.
この電話レンジどうやらそうじゃない
But that's not what happens in the phone wave. The jellification phenomenon proves that.
LHC と同じようにミニブラックホールはカーブ
Just like in the LHC, our mini black holes are turning into Kerr black holes.
According to Titer, you have to inject electrons to produce the Kerr black hole effect.
注入される電子がどこから
Where do the injected electrons come from? That's what I don't understand.
LHC はリフターによってブラックホールに電子を注入して
The LHC uses something called a lifter to inject electrons into the black hole and control the gravitational field.
リフターに代替するものがこの電話レンジのどこか
Something is filling that role inside the phone wave.
どこかって
It's something?
だからわからないのよ
Like I said, I don't know what.
So I guess that's what it comes down to.
LHC とは
Looks like we need to review what the LHC is.
必要がありそうだな LHC はラージハドロンコライダーの略だね和訳すると
LHC stands for Large Hadron Collider.
ハドロン
And drawn?
素粒子の名前
It's the name of an elementary particle.
でこいつはフランスとスイスにまたがる
The LHC is basically a huge circular tunnel underneath Switzerland and France.
全長は約27キロ
It sits about 100 meters below ground and has a total length of 27 kilometers.
トンネルの中には2本のリングが通っててリング
There are two rings that run through the tunnel. Inside the rings is a super low temperature vacuum. An environment like outer space, basically. Seriously, Moe.
陽子の加速は隣接する施設から線形
In an adjacent facility, protons are gradually accelerated by the linear accelerator, the proton synchrotron booster, and the super proton synchrotron.
最後に LHC に注入され
Finally, they're injected into the LHC where they undergo their final acceleration via a series of superconducting magnets installed in the tunnel.
最終的には高速の
By now, they're traveling at up to 99.9999991% the speed of light. That's enough to melt your brain. Not as dangerous as the phone wave, though.
でもって加速させる
Finally,
1秒
the
間
accelerated protons collide approximately 1 to 10 billion times per second.
そこで起きる高エネルギー反
The purpose of the LHC project is to study the high energy reactions that result,
応を公表さ
or so they say.
れたけど
We know they're a bunch of stinking liars.
そこで
And that, my fellow lab members, brings us to the question: can the phone wave need something to change beat CERN to the true physical time travel?
問題は2点ある局所場指定とリフター
Two problems. One, setting the destination. Two, the lifter.
We've already established that the D-mail arrives precisely when and where it's supposed to.
検証もなしに結論を出すのも危険よ
It's dangerous to accept without that verification.
As for the lifter, we already know it exists. We just need to figure out what it is.
その何かを見つければいいだけの話だ
見つけられると
Take it a break, Cloudy.
この小さな
I don't think we're going to find it. The phone wave's not exactly big, you know. And we've been poking at it for days without turning up a clue.
もし仮に見つけ出したとしても
Even if we do find it, it'll take forever to learn how to tune the electron feed properly.
大体ってどんぐらい
How long is forever?
セルンは9年をかけても解決できていない。
CERN's been working on it for 9 years and they still haven't solved it.
Just amateurs, so it's bound to take even longer. Let's look at it from a different angle. CERN tried to send people back in time, but they couldn't get the electron feed right. The singularities were not naked. It's the same with the phone wave instant change. You can only send 36 bytes of data safely. Otherwise, you get a jellyman. Let's consider the problem in reverse. What if we could convert human to data, then compress that data into just 36 bytes? We could send that person through the ring singularity, just like a D-mill, couldn't we?
人間を丸ごとデータ化ってそんなことできるわけないじゃん。
Convert a human to data? That's not even possible, man.
もしできたとしてもそのデータ容量
And even if it were, there'd be like exabytes of data or something. You want to compress that into 36 bytes? Are you high?
I thought it was a good idea. I guess it's not that easy. The barriers to time travel are just too high. I can't say how many times this plot has lost me.
それなら、もしかしたら、
Of course, if that works, then maybe
できるかもしれない。
maybe we can do it.
Do what? Time travel? Are you serious?
少なくとも、データ容量の超圧縮については簡単よ。
The data compression part, at least, is easy.
LHC で作ったブラックホールを利用すればいい。ブラックホールは飲み込
We
んだ
can just use the black holes created by the LHC. Since black holes we compress everything they swallow.
圧縮するものが単なるデータなら
Compression won't harm data like it
命が失
would harm a human. As long as we're just sending data, there's nothing to worry about.
How do you plan to convert humans into data?
サイエンス誌に私の論文が載ったっていうことは知ってるわよね。
You know that my thesis got published, right?
This is no time to flaunt your accomplishments.
その論文を読んだことは
Have you read it?
I haven't.
おその号のサイエンス誌ならスキャンして撮ってあるお
I've got scans if you want to read it.
論文のタイトルは
The title of my thesis is
側頭葉に蓄積された記憶に関する進
Analysis of Memory-Related Nerve Impulses in the Temporal Lobe.
Temporal lobe? Nerve impulses?
あれオカリン知らん
What? You didn't know?
No, wait. This can't be right. This title sounds like, neuroscience, not physics. Neuroscience, study of the brain, right? Yes.
脳科学専攻ですけど何か
I'm a neuroscientist. Got a problem?
From the way she talks about particle accelerators and time travel theory, I was sure she had to be a physicist. Yeah. No, forget about that. How is this related to time travel?
人間丸ごとのデータ化は無理でも
Converting an entire human to data is impossible.
人間の記憶丸ごとのデータ化なら可能っていうこと
But converting a human's memories may be possible.
Converting memories to data?
タンスの引き出しの一つ一つには
Imagine a chest of drawers, each drawer filled with tiny boxes. And inside each tiny box is another bunch of tiny boxes. You keep opening boxes until you find the memory you're looking for.
この研究単体だけじゃ 岡部の言ったアイデアとは全然関係なさそうだけど、もう一つある。
Now, before you ask how this relates to time travel, there's one more thing I need to explain.
私の通ってる大学、ビクトル・コンドリア大学の精神生理学
Several years ago, my lab, the neuropsychology lab at Victor Condria University, developed a technology called visual rebuilding, or VR for short.
Virtual reality.
簡単に説明すると、ビデオカメラなんかの映像機器に映した風景の映像信号を神経
Put simply, it enables conversion of video data into nerve impulse signals.
逆に神経パルスを
Used in reverse, it can also convert nerve impulses to video data, or any other kind of electronic data.
で、この VR 技術と私
So, if we combine VR technology with my research, do you see where I'm going?
まさか
No way.
We can convert memories into data?
それだけじゃない。記憶の移植、
Not just that, memory transplantation, backups, external storage, all of those things become possible.
It's like science fiction. In a sense, this technology could be used to copy a person's soul. So, basically what you're saying is that we can convert a subject's memories into video data. Use the LHC's black hole to compress that data into 36 bytes. Send that data through the Kerr black hole inside the phone wave needs to change. And finally, imprint those memories on the subject's brain in the past?
What does that mean?
記憶だけの時間長や。
We can send our memories back in time.
物理的転送によるタイムトラベルと区別するために、仮にこっちはタイム
In order to differentiate it from physical time travel, let's call it a time leap for now.
肉体を含めた物理的転送ではなく、記憶だけを過去へと跳躍させる。
You don't go back, just your memories.
あまりに突飛すぎて、誰もまともに考えようとしなかった方法。
It's so crazy that nobody thought of it before.
Scientific blind spot. She's right. The idea is ridiculous, which is exactly why none of the geniuses at CERN could come up with it. To transfer memories to the past via cell phone. To time leap.
ポイントは、転送するのは記憶
The important thing to remember is that only memories are being transferred.
人格や意識についてはこれに含まない。
Personality and consciousness aren't included.
What does that mean? How is it different from what you see in sci-fi and from what you see in sci-fi novels?
SF とかでよくあるタイムリープは、意識、人格、記憶のすべてが
Time leaping in sci-fi usually sends everything: consciousness, personality, and memory.
でも、意識や人格まで
But in real life,
データ量
there's probably too much data, and besides, we only analyzed memories.
意識、人格と記憶は別と考えて、
Think of consciousness, personality, and memory as separate things.
記憶はコンピューターでいうところの画像データ。
Memories are like the video data stored on your computer,
それに対して意識と
and consciousness and personality are like the OS.
ということになる。
容量ってことなら OS より画像や
But the videos can take way more space than the OS.
あくまで例えば
It's just an example.
そもそも人格や
For starters, it's not clear where personality and consciousness are located, or how they're constructed,
だからそれをデータ化して移植するには
so we can't convert them into data, or at least I can't.
So we can only send memories. Where does that leave us?
パーソナリティは記憶だけで形成される
Your memories aren't the only thing that defines you. Even if you send your memories to the past, it will be the receiving view's consciousness and personality that perceives them.
So, in Mindor's terms, it's like copying data from a Vista computer to a Min 95 computer.
Most widely used operating. Oh, okay. Mindors. I understand.
Data created with the latest operating system might not work on an older operating system. It might cause errors. For example, if you set your current memories to yourself in elementary school, the gap between your memories and your body could have serious consequences.
Anyway, is it correct to assume that we'll be targeting ourselves in the past?
Just like with Dmail, we're using cell phones as the transfer medium. To be precise, you can only leap into your own body, and only if you had a cell phone at the time of reception.
There was an exception in Lukaku's case where we sent a email to the pager, but that doesn't apply to time leaping.
If you try sending memories to someone else, how do I put this? There's a danger that the electrical signals might be rejected.
Wouldn't want to jump into someone else's body. I mean, unless it's the body of a cute girl.
Is this guy capable of a non-perverted thought?
Don't me, you idiot. If it just bounces off, that's fine. But I'm worried incompatible memory data might do serious damage to the recipient's psyche.
Aw, thank you, Cloudy. We appreciate that.
I don't know what might happen. No one's done it before, after all.
That makes us pioneers. I like it.
There are two things I don't know. One, you definitely cannot go back before you were born. And two, you won't exist in the two places at once. That means you don't have to worry about causing a paradox. You can't kill your parents before you were born.
So the phones act like black and white holes. It seems like a strange coincidence that cell phones would be the medium of time travel. But really, could it have been anything else? These days, people wear their phones like a second skin. No other medium could really deliver the memories to their intended target. Mwah! It's me. Everything is falling into place. The plan can now proceed to the final stage. I'm talking about Operation Verthandi, obviously. Christina had me fooled. I never knew she was capable of this. It must have been the choice of Steins that sent her here. Don't worry. I have everything under my control. Nothing can stop us now. L. Psi. Congru. Were you listening? Good. Commence preparations for Operation Verthandi.
First, explain what that is.
We're going to build your time leap machine, Christina. And you better not say it can't be done. Not after showing me the way.
Well, this is Akihabara. I should be able to find the parts I need.
Then it's decided. and placing you in charge of this operation. Whatever you need, ask, and it shall be yours. Together, we shall complete the first time leap machine in human history. Oh, well. Kirisu and Daru go home, leaving me with Mayuri. Mayuri? You're not going home? She usually doesn't stay this late. If she doesn't go home soon, her parents might get worried.
I was thinking about Okairan and Christian were talking about earlier. I was trying to figure out what the things you said meant, but it was all so complicated. I didn't get any of it. The only thing I get is that something amazing is going to happen.
Indeed. The world is about to change, and we shall be the ones to lead humanity into the future.
You're shining, Okairan.
Shining? What does that mean?
You're shining, Christian too, like two bright stars in the sky.
That must be the aura of madness you're sensing. Mwahahaha!
You know, it's been 10 days since Christian joined us. Can I tell you how I've been feeling? Since Christian became a lab mem, it feels like things have really started to happen. Like we're a real lab now, you know?
I feel the same. I must admit, her knowledge has been a great asset. Of course, the girl genius would have never joined us if not for the cunning of Hoyin Kyoma.
Shining so bright now, Okairan. Christian is really a big help to you. I know. I can't do anything to help. Wish I were smart too. Then maybe I could help.
Mayuri. She's never expressed such sentiments before. Is she jealous of Kirisu's talents?
When the lab just started, before Daru-kun joined, it was like this a lot, wasn't it? All quiet, just the two of us.
Yeah, it was. Daru joined the lab in early May. Before that, he was unwilling to join no matter how I tried to convince him. Then he learned that the lab was just 3 minutes away from my queen plus Nien, and suddenly was all, Future Gadget Lab, hell yeah!
And Mayushi stay here. Is it really okay?
Don't be ridiculous. All you need to do is stay.
Just stay?
Without you, the lab would be a mess. A mess. The lab would be a much less friendly place. You see how Kirisu and I argue? We can be pretty stubborn, and sometimes we don't know when to stop. But when it starts to get out of hand, Mayuri, you're always there with some ditzy, irrelevant comment to break the tension.
Are you praising me?
Of course I am. Don't worry about a thing. Just know that you two are part of my plan. Mwahahaha! You know what's the best part of the time travel story? When they explain their fake science for an hour.
Hey, thanks, Okairan.
It's building up to the plot. It's okay. They can explain their time travel stuff. The next day, Mayuri and I go shopping for parts in the late afternoon. Naturally, I'm paying for everything out of my own pocket. Kirisu and Dara have already started work on the upgrade. Encoding nerve impulses in the temporal lobe. Apparently, the conversation of memories and digital data requires software developed at Kirisu's lab in America. She could download that software from their dedicated server. But that's not the only thing we need. There's also some kind of brain scanning headgear that we're gonna have to make ourselves. Incidentally, I have to pay extra close attention to make sure my Yuri doesn't wander off while we're shopping. I'm begging you, stick with me. If you get lost in this labyrinth of technology, you'll never escape. Not with your sense of direction.
Okay, I'll be careful.
She gives me her word, but it means very little. She keeps losing track of me, forcing me to score the shops for her. After repeating this song and dance multiple times, we finally gather all the parts we need.
By the way, how is time leaping different from time travel?
Time travel means your whole body travels through time. A time leap will only send your memories to the past. It's simple. Just memories. No personality or conscience included. Now that I think of it, Kirisu did mention that there was no way to be sure what might happen to your consciousness.
Oh. Does that mean you can do things with time leaps that you can't do with D-mails?
D-mails can only send instructions to the past. The past may change or it may not. The results are unpredictable, and depend on the recipient. And when the past does change, the world line is reconfigured. Everyone loses their old memories. I am the exception, thanks to reading Steiner. With a time leap, on the other hand, you can give your past self not just instructions, but all the memories you have right now. Or at least that's the idea. You won't know for sure until the machine is built.
The costume I'm making back to last week? I would love to have another week to prepare for Kamima.
That might be possible with time travel, but not with time leaping. Say you had a test last week. Now that you know the answers, you could go send the knowledge to yourself and ace the test. But you couldn't go back and hand yourself a cheat sheet.
So Mayushi's mind goes into Mayushi 1 week ago?
Exactly.
You can't bring stuff, but you can bring your memories. I get it. But then what about Mayushi 1 week ago? Where do her memories go?
I assume they get overridden. We haven't tested it though, so there's no way to be sure.
She disappears?
Your memories right now include your memories from back then. So even if she does disappear, you don't really lose anything. I guess you could say you're just adding your memories from 1 week in the future.
And if Mayushi's memories leap into the Mayushi 1 week ago, what happens to Mayushi now?
Mayuri's asking some pretty philosophical questions today.
Mayushi's memories jump to the past, but my body's still here, right? What happens to me when my memories go bye-bye?
You become an empty shell. No, that can't be right. That wouldn't make sense. My assistant's device merely records your memory data. In other words, it's just a backup. Your original memories are still inside you. Nothing inside the brain is lost. You don't become an empty shell. Besides, neither personality nor consciousness is transferred to begin with. Your body shouldn't become an empty shell, and your consciousness shouldn't leap either. No, wait. There's another issue here. Actually, won't you become a new Mayuri? One who received memories from the future 1 week ago? Not that anybody, including me, would be able to tell the difference.
Does the Mayushi who had the normal memories before the time leap get erased by the Mayushi who repeated the week with extra memories?
This is getting complicated. That's right. She's erased. In other words, you relive the week. You could do the same, or you could do something completely different. And you'll keep your old memories of the week that disappeared.
Does that mean... So we redo the week, okay? But what if I decide to go to Ikebukuro with my friends instead of coming to the lab today? What happens to the Mayushi talking with Okairan now?
The present would change to match the past. And this conversation would never happen.
Oh, and you wouldn't notice the difference, Okairan?
Right. No one would notice.
That would be kinda sad.
For who? Me?
No, for Mayushi.
I don't get what she means.
Maybe that's why Christian doesn't want to change the past. Oh, I just thought of something. Can you time leap into the future?
Maybe, but there wouldn't be a point. Yurusa and I reached that conclusion yesterday. The memories you sent overwrite the memories at your destination. If you sent your memories 1 week into the future, then in the future you would lose 1 week of memories. The whole point of our time leap machine is to affect past events. We don't need to worry about the future. Besides, you're less likely to reach the future than you are the past. And that's because the future is inherently unpredictable. For example, do you think you'll have the same phone number for all eternity?
Oh,
Exactly my point. And remember, pagers became obsolete in the advent of cell phones. Similarly, our phones may be replaced with some other device in the future. In order for the time leap to succeed, the target you must have a phone whose number you know. As long as that condition is met, there should never be a problem with setting the destination. The real problem is what inside the phone wave needs to change is acting as the lifter. Until we figure that out, we can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon at will. The phone wave name subject to change will remain incomplete. On the other hand, if we can figure it out, we'll need an endless source of electrons like CERN's needs no tuning. The phone wave name subject to change is evolving by the day. Our invention of the time leap machine will put us light years ahead of CERN. Do you think you'll have the same number for the rest of your life? God, I hope so. Time travel will finally become a reality. I can't wait to try it out. My soul yearns for the taste of chaos. Come to think of it, more than 1 week has passed since the first D-mail. Since we sent the first email. And although there was a strange threatening email, there remains no sign of Men in Black coming to haul us away. According to Daru, CERN hasn't discovered our hacking either. The next problem is what will happen when we use the time leap machine. In order to compress the human's entire wealth of memory into the requisite 36 bytes, we have to borrow the LHC's black hole. I can't believe that CERN won't notice an unauthorized activation of LHC. How do we keep them from finding us? We need a plan.
can't go back to grade school, can I? I don't have a phone back then.
You want to go back to your elementary school days? I know exactly how you feel. If you repeat your elementary school with the knowledge you have now, you'll get top grades and have an easy time bending children to your will.
And I thought maybe I could see Grandma again.
I see. I'm afraid that's not possible. Mayuri's grandmother passed away when Mayuri was still in elementary school.
Too bad, but I guess I don't really need to see her. I still remember her words, her smile, and her wrinkly hand patting my head. So even if I don't see her again, I am okay. But I really want to see little Kyron again.
Back then, I was already a scientist without equal. A titan towering above the other children. You can hardly be blamed for desiring to meet the child prodigy, who would one day be feared as the great mad scientist, Hyoyin Kyoma.
To meet Hyoyin, what's his face? I want to meet Kyron.
I am Hyoyin Kyoma. Always have been, always will be. Anyway, there's no point. You haven't matured at all since that time, so nothing would change if you went back to elementary school anyway.
Hey, that's not true. Mayushi's all grown up now.
The only thing that's grown up is how much you eat. That's grown. It's how much you eat.
Not true. Mayushi's a real woman now. Besides, I think Kyron's the one who hasn't changed since then.
Isn't that what I said? I was already a genius mad scientist when you met me. Mwah ha 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 ha! By the way, Mayuri, have you not been working recently?
Working? You mean, Lamon?
Of course, May Queen plus the end doesn't exist in our current wholesome Akiba.
Komimo's coming up, so I'm taking a few days off. I've got costumes to make.
That's fair enough, Tara. How many costumes are you making this year?
3. One for Kairi-chan, one for Fuki-chan, and then there's one for Luka-chan.
I wonder if Lukaku's still refusing to wear it. No, wait. That was before we sent the D-mail. Now Lukaku's a girl, I guess. How confusing.
Huh, it's Mooka-san.
What? The intensity of her expression makes me hesitate to call her out. She'll probably just ignore me like before. That shining figure is hard to handle. On the other hand, she is a lab M, and I can't just ignore her. Hey, Finger! Why the long face, eh?
Moika-san, what are you doing here?
Hey, are you listening? If you have a problem, the insane mad scientist Hyoyin Kyoma will gladly assist. But be warned, by the time I'm through, Akiba will be an ocean of blood. What is it? What's wrong? She doesn't speak. That hasn't changed. Guess I should be ready for a mail. How many episodes / chapters are there? I think there's 10 chapters, I believe. What do you mean, what happened? Sorry, Anne, do you want to read the mails again?
Still using it? Did you figure out how it works?
We don't fully understand it yet. We're in the middle of upgrading it.
It's amazing. This time we might even be able to time leap. What's a time leap? Tell me more.
Don't write anything about it. Otherwise, we'll have to expel you from the lab. Guess you won't write an article. Our hacking of CERN has uncovered a new possibility for the phone wave and aims at it to change. It's a form of time travel made possible by boring CERN's equipment. Love, we're just saying this in public. This discovery will begin a new age of human civilization. No longer will men be slaves to time. Any future you desire can be yours. And history will record that we, the Future Gadget Laboratory, have changed the world.
Oh, Kyron, that was really confusing. You lost Mayushi.
How can you not be moved by my speech? I'm talking about becoming legends here. Monika bites her lip and types out a mail in irritation. The time leap is a way to send your memories to the past. We found a way to make that possible. Soon we will complete the machine and become the undistributed lords of time.
I came up with the idea, and Christian told us how to do it. Daru-kun's helping, and Mayushi and Okairan are shopping. Are you okay, Moika-san? Do you feel sick? That's amazing. You made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished?
I can't be sure. There are still several problems remaining. If they don't give us too much trouble, I guess we'll have it done in a week. On the other hand, we can't do anything until they're solved. Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. I have faith there exists a path to success. And once the door is opened, the chaos for which I have longed shall at last descend upon the earth. Trumpets will sound from the highest heaven, and the final battle, Ragnarok, will begin.
Kyron?
The organization, of course. Their rule must end once and for all.
Wow, don't do anything dangerous, okay?
Why does my Yuri insist on worrying about me? Oh? Ooh, Denny, thank you for the follow and welcome to Haven. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to see you. Hello, hello.
What do you think is wrong with Moika-san?
How you doing, ho? I've known she was kind of strange ever since I met her, but this... Steins Gate, yes, yes, yes. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Mwahaha.
What? Kyron's acting weird. Mayushi's worried.
Well, we think that's a good place to end it. I have a collab pretty soon. Which character do you like the most? I like Okabe a lot, and I like Kirisu a lot too. All the characters are nice though, in my opinion. I like them all. Make sure I saved. I'm gonna do it twice again because that one time that I saved didn't work. So I'm gonna start double saving. Oh, I'm gonna be over on Lyra's stream playing some Super Animal Royale in about 45 minutes. The plot is thickening, everyone. The plot is thickening in Steins Gate. I'm enjoying this quite a lot.
Is letting the whole world know in the middle of the street.
Yes, exactly. Just yelling, I have a time machine!
No, it's not. We got rid of all of the hot girls in Akiba. Can't be sick.
You're right. Okay.
Don't worry, he'll get caught as he screams into the.
I'm assuming Yuki is obsessed with Luca? Maybe. I don't even know if... I assume Yuki's probably seen Steins Gate. I should ask her that at some point. Lyra is playing Crab Game at the moment, so I'm going to send you over there, and I'll be on shortly. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And I'll catch you all next time after this ad ends. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all. I have a very long Logitech ad though. Why are Twitch ads so long? Holy shit. It's like a 30-minute ad.
Goes up to
seems
3
like they get
minutes now.
longer.
What?
It's the will of Steins Gate.
It's the yeah, it's the Willow Steins Gate, you're right.
Wait, you can?
There we go. Bye. Bye bye bye.
Oh wait. Okay, can you hear me in game? Can you hear me in game? Can you hear me in game?
Gamer moment.
Hello?
Granted, I have no idea what that means.
Okay.